learn about an amazing effort to help find a cure in our lifetime. We'll tell you all about it coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at North Myrtle Beach City Hall. We're focused on a cure in our lifetime, 6th annual Kentucky Derby Gala and silent auction to be held at the Crown Reef Resort next Friday night. And we're visiting with Joy Ciappetta, a principal with Crossroads Medical Services and a board member for A Cure in Our Lifetime. Good morning, Joy.
How are you?
Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
This is a big deal to think we're now right at a week away.
Yes, we are getting very excited about the event. We're 1 week away. We're collecting all our final donations. We're setting up our auction tables. We're getting our Kentucky Derby hats out.
Yes,
and just getting very excited about the event coming to play.
Is there any level of nervousness getting this close?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do for, we're doing it for a great cause to help people in Orion, Georgetown County. It puts so much pressure for us to make it a success because there's so many people that need our assistance. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, but it's a fun thing. It's exciting.
Yes, Joy, very definitely. Well, thanks so much for coming up this morning in North Myrtle Beach City Hall. Of course, the event is at the Crown Reef Resort on South Ocean Boulevard in Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
Do you know if y'all still have any tickets available? There may just be a couple.
We have a few tickets available, but we are really getting close. We've had a great response this year. So if you are planning on coming, you better hurry up and call the numbers and get tickets.
Great. Joy, real quick about yourself. Where are you from originally?
I'm from New Jersey.
Okay.
Originally from New Jersey. My husband's from New York. We moved down here about 8 years ago. We actually got married down here.
Is that right?
Yes. We eloped to Brook Green Gardens and got married down here.
Son of a
and
gun.
Just fell in love with South Carolina and decided to stay.
And you have other family here in the area?
We have my husband's mother is now here.
Great.
But my family's still up north.
Aha. You haven't done any arm twisting yet to get them down?
I've tried. They just don't want to leave the north.
I'm sure. What does Crossroads Medical Services provide, and who are your clients? Are they here in the area?
Yes, I actually deal with clients from Maryland to Tennessee, but our largest client base is here in Myrtle Beach and Charleston. We are a medical services. What we do for the client, we work for doctors. We do the insurance billing and negotiating for large insurance for surgeries and any of the daily visits. If you go to the doctors and give them an insurance card, I'm probably touching it at one point to get the billing out to the insurance company so it's paid and that the patient doesn't get affected. We make sure it's timely.
Joy, did you have previous experience in this area? Is that what prompted you to form your company?
Well, actually, I worked in the insurance industry, in the health and life industry for a while in New Jersey, and I constantly kept hearing a need from our clients. A lot of my clients were doctors. There was a need saying, well, can you help me get my insurances paid? Can you help me? And I started researching it and actually happened to find a software and a company, and found that there's a market for it and a need, so I opened up the company.
That's great. How did you become involved with A Cure in Our Lifetime?
A Cure in a Lifetime was something I had heard about. I have friends that were affected by breast cancer, and when I heard about them doing something locally and being part of the community, I felt that it was important to give back. So I asked to be just a helper. I was the first year involved. This is my second year. Last year, all I did was help them do things, go get gifts. I worked the night of the event, watched the tables. I did whatever was necessary to help them make the money to help local recipients. So that was, that's how I started.
In your expertise as it relates to Crossroad Medical Services, has that had any impact?
It has a great impact. Last year I took over after they name a recipient, and we started interfacing with the recipient and the doctors, I was able to help the recipients pay off medical expenses that were exorbitant. And for less money, the doctors helped us to use our money wisely. And that's where my expertise comes in, is I'm able to really make that recipient feel the pressure of everything going on off their shoulders, and I kind of take it onto mine for them.
That is huge, Joy. My God. And in the past, I'm sure you're familiar, probably have a good feel as to how many recipients or direct. There have been quite a few indirect recipients,
Yes.
but
We've had 6 recipients. This year, we're really excited. We plan on having at least 3, maybe 4. We are already helping 2 recipients now. We're looking, we're still looking for recipients. If there's anyone who knows anyone out there that really needs some help, doesn't have insurance or has insurance and needs help anyway, that is what we're here for. As long as you live and reside in either Horry or Georgetown County, you can go to your doctor's offices. They have our name and number. You can call me at my office at Crossroads Medical Services, and I will put you in place with the right people.
Great. What's that number, Joy?
My
real
phone
quick?
number is 692-3012.
3012. That's 843-692-3012. Okay, great. Now you have formally joined a Cure in Our Lifetimes local board.
Yes. Last year I took on, after the end of the year, we had a new board of directors, and I was elected to be one of the directors. I am actually the director of fundraising. I handle all the fundraising events that we have going on through the year.
Right.
And also my expertise is the liaison between the recipient and all of the expenses that are incurred during that year.
Well, that would at some level almost be a full-time job, Joe. I mean, that's a big deal.
It is a lot of work, but it's very rewarding. It's nice to tell someone that you're going to be able to help them, and just to see the pressure relieved from them, and and it's very important to give to your community. I believe that. And
that's what's really prompted your involvement in a Cure in a Lifetime, that ability to take that weight off of the recipient's shoulders.
To make a difference.
What are some of the items that will be up for auction at next Friday night's 6th annual? Let's talk a little bit about the Kentucky Derby aspect.
Okay.
But what are some of the silent auction items, and are y'all have any live auction items?
At this point, we have not determined whether we are going to have live auction items. It depends on what the final gifts come in and auction items that are donated. But we have Dale Jarrett autographed a hat for us from the Brickyard. We have gift certificates for local restaurants, hotels. We have a cruise going on. Nice cruise for 2.
Yeah.
Being donated. We have so many all the florists have donated flowers and floral arrangements for your dining room table. We have so many beautiful gifts. And it's a nice time of year because it's right before the holidays, so you can have many things, little gifts for kids,
Sure.
so you can do some of your Christmas shopping.
That's great thinking, Joy. And, of course, you pointed out there's still an opportunity. We have a week before the event, but there's still an opportunity for folks to donate items for the silent auction.
Yes. If anyone who would like to put an item up to donate, they can call me at my office. They can call any one of the directors that are out there trying to get them. They can drop off the item to Carolina Regional Cancer Center, who is our corporate sponsor for this year.
Okay.
Sonic is another one that's done great things for us. They actually have a whole month of donations coming in where they have their 66, and they're taking a quarter from every one. So they were all September. They were very generous to us, and they do that every year.
That's
for us.
all focused on a Cure in Our Lifetime.
Yes.
Wow, that's a big deal.
Yes.
Now, y'all have recently got associated with the Heritage Foundation.
National Heritage Foundation.
Okay.
National Heritage Foundation is how we became nonprofit. We joined up with them so that we were a true nonprofit, so that they help us keep all that nonprofit paperwork together. They control all the stuff so that we don't make a mistake as a new, young nonprofit. Because basically we were formed 6 years ago to help a coworker. Unfortunately, I was not part of it at that time, but it was formed to help a coworker, and it just has found the need in this area, so we continued.
I remember that vividly, Joy. Actually, the first recipient, Kathy Sellers, if you don't mind me saying her name, was working with me at the time at Fox 43.
Okay.
And that first event, I think, was at Studebaker's. We were all there before it later moved to the Crown Reef. It was a very exciting night.
Yes.
For all the folks at the station who came out there. Of course, she had formerly worked at Cox Cable and Time Warner before coming on board with us.
And she is actually our gala director of the ball.
Great.
She is the guru of the ball.
She is crackerjack. She's the one who actually got Carolina People to buy a sponsorship, and I think Better Blue, a local natural spring water company. When we think about the gala itself, what are some of the other fundraising events that are planned throughout the year?
Well, we have Villa Romana hosts a spaghetti lunch for us every year. We have Cliggs Kites does a thing at the beach where they give kites out and people can donate anything they want, and they're giving them out to the kids anyway. So we go out on the beach and we walk the beach and give away kites, and if they can donate to us, and all the money raised goes towards the charity.
Right.
We have Sonic again does a month of one of their items, and they give a donation at the end. They take like a quarter from every item sold, and they give us a large donation at the end of that month.
Wow.
We have, hopefully, we're hoping to schedule a poker run next year. We have some fundraising items. We have bears on sale, little pink bears, little white bears that have the breast cancer ribbon on them.
Right.
We have a new item that we're really happy to have is the car magnet with the pink ribbon. We're going to be having those for sale. We're hoping to introduce them at the event.
Wow,
So,
Joy, this is huge. Y'all are involved in a heck of a lot. You'll also have some links on your website and promote some of the many items. What's y'all's website, and has that helped out on fundraising efforts?
The website is very new, so it has not helped yet on the fundraising, but it is, a lot of people are starting to go to it because we're telling everyone that, if you need to know anything, it's on our website. On the website, it's www.cureinourlifetime.com.
Okay, great.
And when you go there, it has a link to Carolina Regional Cancer Center because they're our sponsor. It has links to all the various doctors that can help in different forms of breast cancer, the lymphatic side. We have all different doctors that are attached to it that are infected with us.
Yes.
We have links to information, just basic information. We have a nice thing we're trying to introduce. It's going to be a memories page, and that's going to be people be able to put a little bit about people they love that have either lost or have survived.
That's wonderful, Joy. We just have a couple of minutes. Actually, we had Dr. Steve Bass with us a few weeks back
Yes.
from the Cancer Center that talked about that, even though we were focused on a week with the American Cancer Society, a separate week. We did talk about their involvement and really trying to make a difference with the Cure in a Lifetime, particularly to get patients from their homes to the office there, which has been very important.
Yes, and we actually have money set aside to help people get to and from.
Joy, what do you hope to achieve with this year's gala?
One thing we hope to achieve is the ability to help as many people in our county, to let people know we are here to stay and that we are going to be here to help people. I think a lot of people are a little, they feel not to be afraid to call us if they think they need help. Let us try and help them even in the littlest manner. So that's very, very important. I think the first thing is just letting people know we're here. We're not going away, and we are going to continue to support our community.
And when you think personally for you that aspect of supporting not only the community but also directly a Cure in Our Lifetime, I know you highlighted that, but again, why you feel it's so important to continue to volunteer year after year now for a Cure in Our Lifetime?
I believe that you have to give to receive, and it is just, I do it because I feel good about what I do. It makes me feel like I'm an intricate part of my community. It makes me feel like I'm doing something positive, and I know it's a great outcome. And it personally has affected me, not personally, but friends of mine have had it. People I know have it, and so I just feel I'm doing something 100% positive for them.
You heard her say it, something 100% positive for them, but it was those earlier words of taking the burden off of someone's shoulders and putting it on hers. What an amazing commitment. Joy, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to Heather Whitley coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome back to Carolina People. This morning we're at the North Myrtle Beach City Hall. We're focused on the Cure in Our Lifetime 6th Annual Kentucky Derby Gala and Silent Auction to be held next Friday at the Crown Reef Resort. And we're visiting with Heather Whitley, the Marketing Director of In-Care Home Health and Hospice and a board member for a Cure in Our Lifetime. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
I'm getting so nervous thinking we're just a week away from the event.
I know. And you did the tongue twister very well.
Yes, that's a long title. A lot involved there, Heather.
It definitely is. Definitely is. But we are looking forward to it and looking forward to helping out some local survivors, breast cancer survivors.
Yes, and there are a heck of a lot of those.
Yes, there are.
There
They're
really
actually,
are.
And it's not just women. It's men
Right.
and women.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you can't. I mean, a cure in our lifetime can't serve all of them. The ones you can serve, it's
Exactly.
incredible. It was so great hearing Joy talk about that ability to try to take on her shoulders a lot of the problems associated with the recipients and to try to
Yes.
make them hers.
Yes, and you do.
Mhm.
Because there are so many that have needs, and it's unfortunate that we can't help all of them. We wish we could, but in some small way, we hope we can.
Yes. Heather, where are you from originally?
I actually was born in Laurinburg, North Carolina.
Oh, yeah. Great.
But I've been here since I was 6 in Myrtle Beach, but grew up in Conway.
Okay. Yeah. Do you still have family here in the area?
I do. My parents and my brother. Actually, he moved back here. My family has opened a restaurant in Conway, and so they are there, and I moved back here to be with them.
Great. Is your brother working in the restaurant too?
Yes, he and my mother are partners in
Yeah.
the restaurant. So, and Daddy has retired early from Coastal to help with that. So
Yeah.
he's gone from PhD to pot handler and dishwasher.
I
PhD.
love it. Another PhD. How exciting. Now, is this a restaurant we could visit?
Yes, I would love for you to.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say it or not.
No,
but
please, talk it up.
It's
please.
Crady's in
Crady's.
Conway.
Okay, great. Good.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful place. So definitely talk it up, please.
Yeah, well, this is a non-commercial show,
Okay,
but
good.
obviously we've got commercial tie-ins at
Wanted
some
to make
level.
sure.
Yeah, Crady's. That's wonderful. Where did you attend school, Heather, and what did you major?
I went to Presbyterian College, which is a small college, or a private college in Clinton, South Carolina, and I've got a double major in biology and psychology.
Is that right?
That is correct.
Wow.
So, and it took me about, I think, 10 years to finally figure out what I wanted to
Oh,
do.
yeah. I know. When you're away from home, it's so special to find some great tie-ins, whatever school
Yes,
you're in. Yeah.
yes. And I wanted to move home, which obviously was Conway. So I sort of modified jobs for a while until I figured out what I wanted to do. And this is it. I didn't want to go to med school. I was sort of sick of school at the time and just wanted to figure it out. So this is exactly what I have been wanting to do. It's marketing for a home health agency as well as hospice. And what I do basically is call on doctors and tell them about the services that InCare has to offer.
Well, share with the viewers a little bit about InCare, home health, and hospice.
Well, I would love to.
Yeah, please.
Free advertising. I love it.
Absolutely.
InCare Home Health and Hospice is a home health care agency. And what home health is people have to be homebound. It has to be a taxing effort for them to get out of the house.
Right.
And home health care, home health, actually, you can have anything that you may have in a hospital at home. Physical therapy, occupational therapy, psych therapy, Medi-Home infusion, which is you can have an IV at home.
Right.
You can have, there are so many things that we have to offer: medical equipment, cardiodiagnostics, which means that you would wear a Holter monitor to monitor your heart at home. Just anything that you would need medical-wise.
InCare can do all this at home?
Correct. And
How
hospice. So now we have hospice as well. So when
Right.
somebody is unfortunately diagnosed or the doctor has put them on hospice, then we can come in and do that too. So you can bridge from home health care to hospice.
Yes, and for viewers who may not be familiar with hospice, when you say hospice, you mean?
I mean, hospice is, people, when they hear that diagnosis, and I probably would too, they are traumatized because they think that obviously means death. And it is not so anymore. Hospice, and you can even be re-entered into hospice. Hospice is a 6-month period. Granted, most people that are diagnosed with hospice, they do have a short amount of time to live. And so hospice comes in, they take care of the patient and the family. And, just to make sure that the family is prepared for what is happening.
Right.
And, with some spiritual counseling and any medications, equipment, that kind of thing. And hospice is not just cancer anymore. It is also, anywhere from pulmonary diagnoses or a lot of different things.
Now, what is your service area for InCare Home Health and Hospice? Is it throughout the PD, or is it?
It is throughout the PD. Home health, it's very confusing, so I'm not going to try to confuse everybody, but home health care, for InCare Home Health, we just handle Horry and Georgetown counties.
Okay.
For InCare Hospice, we handle those counties, plus Florence, Williamsburg, Marion, and Mullins counties.
Okay. Okay.
And so we also handle some patients from MUSC because they live here.
When we think about referrals or how folks would find out about in-care home health or in-care hospice, the aspects of the services that a patient might receive, but also how they're referred.
They are referred by their doctor, and if they do have questions, they're more than welcome to call our office. We do have 4 offices, but the main office is the Myrtle Beach office, and that number is 293-4614, and we can answer any question that they have, or they can ask their doctor, because it is patient choice, and the company has been around for over 20 years, so it's a very stable company, and quality of care is very important to us. So we, would love for people to ask for in-care to their doctors as well.
Heather, how did you become involved in volunteering for A Cure in Our Lifetime?
Sally asked
Sally
me to
Edmondson, yeah. Sally was in with us yesterday.
That's right. She asked me to do it, be involved last year, and breast cancer is something that has hit close to home for me, because I have a friend who I went to high school with, and she has been fighting breast cancer almost since we were out of high school. And it is metastasized, and I don't think she has very much longer to live, but she's a fighter. She has been fighting almost since we left high school.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so that became very important to me, and I wanted to be a part of the fight against that, especially locally. And to keep the money here, it's very important to me, because people here need our help, as well as other people.
Sure, of course. And there are groups within the PD. I know A Cure in Our Lifetime right now is focused just on Horry and Georgetown County, but there are obviously similar groups in the PD and in southeastern North Carolina.
Yes,
and surely
definitely.
our focus is next Friday's big event at the Crown Reef Resort. This is the 6th annual, Heather.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Now, did Sally tell you that when she got you on board, that this has been around a while? Was that part of the arm
I knew
twist?
it had been around for a while, and I had been involved in different aspects, whether it be helping getting silent auction items, different kind of thing, but I just had not had time to be on the board. So, but yeah, it's the 6th annual, but I think it's only the 2nd annual Kentucky Derby.
That's correct. That's exactly right.
Where it makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's a big night. I remember last year it was truly a treat. I arrived a little late, but they were jamming last year. Absolutely jamming. Now, your primary role as a board member, as a volunteer board member of the organization would be what? I am,
well, actually 2 of us are the recipient committee.
Okay.
Meaning that we will review applications that we have put out there in Horry and Georgetown counties for recipients. And it is a very large job, because you have so many needy and deserving people that need help, but we will try to disperse it as well as we can, the money that we earn, to help people in the best way that we can, with their medical bills, that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For folks who may not have caught Joy Ciappetta just a few minutes ago, can you just share real quick the mission of A Cure in Our Lifetime, and what are some of the ways in which they can help a cancer patient?
We can help and it's breast cancer, obviously, for A Cure in Our Lifetime is focused on breast cancer.
Yes.
So they need to have a diagnosis of breast cancer, whether it be men or women, and have a need, meaning that if they're in chemotherapy or a lot of times people can't work. They have to quit their job. They don't have money that can help them get through this time period. So we try to help in any way that we can, but the main bulk of the money goes towards paying their medical bills.
Right.
And we work directly with the doctors for that.
Okay. And when you think about who is eligible to receive help from A Cure in Our Lifetime, as well as how are the candidates brought to your attention for consideration?
Anybody is eligible, even if they have insurance, they are eligible. It just means that if they are not able to, if they are in actually I'm going to use taxing again, a taxing situation with money, we will look at that. And the recipients come to us through their doctors a lot of times. We have put applications at Coastal Cancer Center. Actually, they have 4 or 5 offices, so they have brought us a lot, and the Carolina Regional Cancer Center has brought us some for consideration, because they are a treatment center, as well as our sponsor for the gala. So, and people can call if they want to fill out an application. We would love for them to to be considered, and that number is 497-3609 if they need to call and get some more information as far as that they would just need to come through their doctor.
Absolutely.
As well.
And of course, Joy shared with us a little bit about the website, cureinourlifetime.com, which has got some great information about breast cancer as well as contacting you all. And
sort of the things that we have going on for sale or for the gala.
Right.
So, but it's coming up quick.
We've got a minute, Heather.
Okay.
And speaking of that, let's think. I mean, this is big. We're a week away. Some of the auction items, some of the things that folks would really want to get out there. I know there's still maybe just a couple of tickets left.
Yeah, there are not many left, which we're very proud of.
Yes.
You would ask me about the auction items. There's so many that I don't even know. But Joy does a great job.
Yes.
Actually, she does a lot of it. We all bring to the table some different things.
Right.
But she does a lot of calling around and gets some really unique items that maybe other silent auctions don't have. But obviously gift certificates, things from restaurants, nice stores, either in Conway, Georgetown, Myrtle Beach, trips, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So we hope to have a lot of things there that people are going to be very interested in bidding on.
You heard her say it, lots to bid on at next Friday night, 6th annual A Cure in Our Lifetime Kentucky Derby Gala and Silent Auction. Heather, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Stay tuned to more Carolina People coming up next. We want to thank Joy Ciappetta and Heather Whitley, both board members for A Cure in Our Lifetime, for making today's Carolina People so special.